Place your heart with mine. Let your sleeping soul take flight. Take me through the night. Down, down, down by the river. Down, down, down by the river. Hanging moon in fog. Mists will lead where you belong. Sweep me off my feet. Down, down, down by the river. Down, down, down by the river. Down, down, down by the river. Inky amber, swirling down.
Okay, welcome back to Your Mom Games, a live stream of Baldur's Gate 3. We are back here today and we are getting ready to go after the Goblin Camp. If you can hear my stream, say hello so I know you're there and I know all my stuff is working. Yay! Okay. We are going then. So, since you're joining, Laura, and you don't really know what this story is about, and I really, really tried to put together a story trailer for you in 2 days, but I couldn't pull it off. So, let me tell you what's happening. All of the people in this camp have been captured by mind flayers, and tadpoles have been put in their brains, which infects them. They escaped the ship after it crashed, and now they are forced together in spite of their great differences to find a solution to this. They're looking for a healer named Halsin, who is a druid, arch-druid, and hopefully we'll be able to find him somewhere in the Goblin Camp today. Let me introduce you to our friends here. We have Will Ravengard. Will Ravengard is a guy who used to not have horns, but he displeased his patron, Mizora, who is a devil, and she punished him by giving him horns and prickly things in weird places. This is Gale Decarius, and he is from Waterdeep. He is a wizard of renown, and he's also in love with the goddess Mistra, who is the goddess of magic. Of course, I mean, he's a wizard, but he's also hitting on my character, who is standing right there, and I'll introduce her to you in just a minute. This is Scratch. We found him by the corpse of his beloved master, who died an unfortunate and untimely death, but Scratch decided to come live at our camp, and I'm really happy he did, because he's very cute. Maybe we'll even talk to him later. Forgive the glitch. They just put a patch in. I don't know what's happening. Obviously, something's gone wrong. That is not my equipment. That is the game itself. This is Karlach. Karlach was kidnapped by Zariel, who is another devil who lives in Avernus, the Hells. And Zariel put an engine in her chest which burns very hot, and it is going to kill Karlach unless we can come up with a solution. Karlach was also infected, and she escaped the Hells, and she's not going to go back no matter what. This is Astarion. Astarion is, well, to put it bluntly, a vampire. And he escaped the Nautilus along with all these other people. But the tadpole that was put in his head is actually something he likes, because now he can stand in the sunlight, and he could never do that before. And his evil master can no longer command him, so he can go off and do whatever he wants. He's a big flirt, and I let him bite my neck and drink my blood last time, because he's also very hot. So now we have, this is our Githyanki Lae'zel. And Githyanki are an alien race who really hate the Mind Flayers and really do not want to be infected with the tadpole. She really wants to get to the Githyanki creche, where there should be a cure awaiting the party, but not everybody thinks it's going to be the great cure it is, because the Githyanki are a very warlike species, and they're not altogether merciful or compassionate. So that is Lae'zel. Finally, back here in the corner, we have Shadowheart. Shadowheart is a worshiper of Shar, and Shar is the Lady of Darkness. the Lady of Darkness, who likes sorrow and pain and believes you escape all of your troubles by embracing that. Yes, that is a severed head in the bowl. That's correct. That is absolutely a severed head in the bowl. Shadowheart is, basically she is in a big-time cult, and we can't help it that she worships a horrible person, but she's also a cleric, which means she can provide heals. And that brings us to me, this character right here, and I'll talk about her in the upgrade screen. So, this is the Dark Urge. When you start the game, you get to pick your own character's origin. You kind of decide what their backstory is going to be. And one of the preset options is the Dark Urge. When you're the Dark Urge, you're plagued by thoughts of murder and slaughter and horrible, horrible things. And unfortunately, you missed the last episode where the Dark Urge absolutely mutilated a very innocent and sweet bard. But the whole idea with this game is you choose how it ends. You can choose either to embrace your dark urges and become worse and worse and more evil, and you can do the same thing for a lot of the members of your party, or you can choose to resist the dark urge and have a heroic ending. That is kind of what I'm going for. But as I've explained before, that is not a straight line for this character. She is still going to do some really bad stuff along the way. And in general, these are not black and white characters. They all have their issues and their problems. And they're all dealing with power dynamics. Just like Shadowheart, the Dark Urge, has basically been raised in a cult. She just doesn't have any memory of it and doesn't know why. She just wants to kick squirrels and murder bards. So that's where we're at in the story, and we are going to be going to take care of some goblins today because we need to get something called the Night Song, and we need to save Halsin, who's a druid who may be able to cure us of the tadpole in her head. Now, with all games, you have to level up your characters. They earn abilities, and then you have to level them up. So I've had a rogue build that I'm working on, but we also can add classes to our original classes. So I'm going to add fighter. I usually add fighter at level 4 to pretty much all my characters, so I can get the ability Second Wind and then get another ability called Action Surge. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. And I make my primary character usually an archer. In the fighting style. And even though she's a cleric and her primary role is to heal the rest of my team, I'm also going to multi-class her into a fighter class. And she is going to be, when you have a shield, impose disadvantage on an attack against your allies, so she's going to be protection. Oh, my friend Andy says hello, Darcy's friend. To you, Laura. So hello. And now this is Karlach. She's a barbarian, but I'm also going to subclass her to a fighter class, just like everybody else. But she is a great weapon wielder. She's a big brute, and she can swing heavy weapons. Laura says hi. I don't know if you can see the chat on YouTube, Andy, but if you can open that up, you can watch it, even though you're on Facebook. So there we go. Oh, here, say that again. I'll put you up to the mic. Can you hear that, Andy? Yeah, there you go. And this is Asterion. It means little star. And I'm going to subclass him as a fighter as well. Okay. And he is a dual weapon wielder, 2 weapon fighting. I usually specialize him in that. Okay, and I will level up my other characters in due time. Now let's see, I'm going to the goblin camp, and I don't want Karlach with me. I don't want Shadowheart. I want to bring
Copper for your thoughts.
Other folks with me. So I'm going to tell her she needs to stay behind in camp.
Really? Really? Oh, fine. I'll be here eating dirt or whatever.
So Laura, the main character is not voiced, so I will be reading off what she's thinking. This is kind of like based on D&D, and so you as the main character have to decide what you say to your team members. And it can really change how the game turns out. So you can alienate your team, your group here. We will be adding other people, but you can really piss them off, and they will leave if you make them mad enough. So you've got to be careful, like the options you choose. So let me bring Gale along.
Always a delight to speak with you.
Oh,
What can I
don't I
do?
know it? Join me, why don't you? There's plenty of adventure to be had.
With pleasure. Lead on.
That I'll do. And now let me go get rid of Shadowheart, who we nicknamed Shart in the fandom because Shadowheart's a lot to say. So let's go talk to Shart. We're going to get rid of her.
So, Gale just consumes magical items like I do wine. We truly are a group apart. Nevertheless, as quirks go, that's a new one for me.
That's right. So Gale has a little problem. He needs to eat magical things. And he needs those to survive, or something catastrophic can happen. So I'm going to tell Shart that we are going to travel separately for right now, and we'll look for her if we need her again.
If you're sure. Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
Okay, very good. Now I'm going to go get Will, and I like to take Will on this part of the quest.
Gale slurped that thing up like a horse with a carrot. I hope he got what he needed from it. That's the spirit.
Now Will buddied up with the devil because she promised him the power to protect his community, to protect his people. And that's how he got tricked into partnering up with the devil and becoming a warlock. Okay, so we are going to go over here. Don't pay attention to the old bone man in the corner. That's just Withers. Nothing to worry about there. Actually, that's not where I meant to go, but no big deal. We can fix that. This is where I meant to go.
How is the rat diet going?
It may soon come to an end if you don't shut your mouth.
So Asterion generally feeds on non-thinking creatures. My character is the exception, of course. Now we want to go this way, and we're going to go past these goblins in the Blighted Village. Andy, after we left last time, I tried to get the jewel that I wanted to get in the spider den, and I couldn't get it without dying, so I'm going to have to go back there another time. Yes, Molly, you can laugh at me if you want. I still can't sneak enough to get that jewel by the
love as I hold
phase
for
fighters.
Baldur's Gate, these frontiers delight me as much as any bustling street.
You can't be serious. This is a howling wasteland. I haven't even had a bath since the abduction. I must reek of illithid slime.
Okay, so I'm going to do a quick
Sure.
save here.
But think of the stories you'll be able to tell.
So, Andy, you might remember we couldn't save Saza. If I had been able to save Saza, Saza would just escort me through this checkpoint, no problem. But I didn't save her, so now I'm going to pay a price for that.
Ready.
Let me go ahead and level Gale up before I go here. Now, Gale, I give him a level of cleric. I don't really give him a level of fighter. Maybe I will today, though. You know what? I will today. Let me go ahead and do that. Defense is good for him. A bowl of Lucky Charms. There you go, Andy. All right. Definitely subclassing him as a fighter. And he gets dueling because he uses finesse weapons like rapiers.
Can't give up now.
Let me save again. All right. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is a hard fight. We're gonna do it, though. We're gonna do it. It's gonna work out.
Goblins ahead.
A war drum. One of those can summon fighters far and wide.
So over there, up in the upper right-hand corner, you see that sort of shimmering thing? That's a war drum, and if I don't get rid of that war drum reasonably quickly, they are going to call more goblins to this area, which will make my life very difficult.
Look it, Claw. Sapper's here. Unless you got another reason to be here. Feck shite.
Let's try to be diplomatic, shall we? Goblins don't come by the handfuls, but by the dozens.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
So our lithids give us the ability, the tadpoles in our head give us the ability to have psychic connections to other creatures, especially other creatures with tadpoles. And this guy might or might not have a tadpole, I don't know, but he follows the cult of the Absolute, which is a cult being formed by, it kind of becomes apparent throughout this episode, so I'll let you figure that one out as we go. So I'm going to continue here.
Good for you, mate. Now get out of my sight before my wall grips you a new hole.
So I'm going to use my... I am going to go ahead and use my Illithid Wisdom right now. Oh, more than passed. So, with some choices you make, you have to roll a dice to see if you succeed with that choice or not. Sometimes you get a second chance at rolling the number you need, but if you fail, it can lead to some catastrophic outcomes.
Down, Claw. Bad girl.
A shadow swims across your vision, and a familiar voice tells you to be calm. You are loved.
Easy, lads. We got a true soul coming through.
All right, I'm looking for a druid named Halsin. Where is he?
I don't know any house in your excelness.
I heard he was captured breaking into this very camp.
Oh, one of them thieves? If he ain't dead, he's in the pits with the rest of them.
Down in the pits. Either Halsin's in a foul mood, or he awaits a gallant rescue. Likely both.
So tell me what I can expect inside.
Lads are celebrating the raid on Joaquin's Rest. We captured a Duke, we did, all the way from the city. I'm sure the higher-ups will make sure you get the best of the spoils, your excelness. The boss is in the temple inside. Midara, too. And Priestess Gut can show you how many new recruits we got.
Okay. Everybody has something to say about this?
So the tadpole allows us to influence others. How very interesting.
Influence, yes. But for better or worse. Until we know, I recommend a cautious approach.
You have the ability to manipulate people, make them bend to your every whim, and you'd be cautious about it? That's no fun.
These are strange times and even stranger powers. We should seek to understand them before we make any rash decisions.
An astute approach.
Thank
I'm glad
you.
we're of one mind.
Okay, so let's go this direction. We managed to avert the big fight here, which I'm very pleased about.
Obey my command.
The voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every direction. Then there are 3 figures before you. An armored male elf exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the weapon, and you will be worthy to stand beside them in my presence.
The visions fade and the voice falters as a strange energy swells around you. The many-sided artifact. Somehow you understand it's repelling the presence.
Everybody wants this
power
artifact.
grows.
Everybody.
My forces gather. The reckoning draws near.
How is it shielding us? And why? Not that I'm complaining.
That voice, those visions, what just happened?
No answer presents itself. The artifact is dormant. The voice and visions are gone.
Sounds like they've captured themselves a bard.
Supply! New back from Joaquin's Rest.
Apollo!
Got wings!
A stranger!
Reckon it can fly?
Here, Cam.
Sing the
So this is Volo. We've met him before, and he told us he was going to go to the goblin camp. And here he is. He seems to be in a pickle.
He's with fragulous crown and with scepter abraid, draw Ragslin, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblin kind had reduced them to cowering filthenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had led you glad.
I reckon Draw Ragslin's the gobbo in charge, the way this one's carrying on.
I'm just gonna give him my rapt attention.
You! Move on!
Do as she says. Now. Now, where was I? Huh?
Wait a tick! That a friend of yours?
Oh, certainly not. What are you doing? I'm busy here.
You lying.
To you? Never. Come, let's continue our ballad. Draw Ragslin, draw Ragslin. I am draw Ragslin. Tumptuous, draw Ragslin.
You broke him!
Wait, wait. Draw Ragslin, we pay, we...
Come on, pigeon! Back to your cage!
Now, look what you've done.
Come on!
Too fast.
Of course.
This game does not take
Idiot.
itself too seriously. It is campy as all get out.
Yes. Not fool.
It's good to be among allies, isn't it? The Absolute's blessings have brought so many together.
Bottoms up, hey? These little lads snagged some pretty decent drink.
You're just a babe. It don't feel right
Oh,
messing
look,
with it, is
look
all.
here. Okay, I should have a speak to animals
shut
potion.
it. What kind of coward won't even chase a baby? We playing or what?
I must have one. I don't have a single speak to... Oh, no, I do. There it is. Hang on.
You going on the next raid?
Well, now, you look like a tough un. But have you got smarts, skills, guts?
Oh, all that and more.
And you're gonna need it, mate. This ain't your standard dungeon dive, right? This is chicken chasing.
Well, for starters, that's no chicken. That's an owlbear.
It's got feathers, don't it? A beak. Besides, I reckon it owes us, seeing as how it just ate our last chicken. Reckon it owes us a game. You want to hear the rules or not?
Could be fun. What is chicken chasing exactly?
Only the greatest game since eggs sprouted legs, mate. You just gotta chase the chicken round the course and through the posts. But that ain't all. Gotta do it quick and alone. Any of your mates step in, you lose. Time runs out, you lose. Sound easy? It ain't. Better contenders than you have been bested by the bird.
All right, seems easy enough.
Fancy yourself, do you? Care to pin that claim down with some coin?
Absolutely. I will place a $30 bet.
We got the coin. We got the challenger. Now we just need the crowd, eh?
Okay, let's follow this guy.
Move your eyes!
So because I drank the potion, talk to animals, I can talk to the chicken bear. That's right, Andy, chicken bear.
Hurt me. Run. Where?
So I have two options here. I can tell him to kill the goblins, and he could probably take a few out, but I don't want him to get hurt. And I can also just tell him to see those posts, run towards them. So that's the option I'm going for.
Safe. There. Run.
I'll talk to her in a minute.
Mother gone. Hungry.
I have a camp. You can come there if you want.
New home. Maybe. Got to get away from here first.
The cub seems anxious to leave, but afraid to defy the goblins. They have to be dealt with one way or the other.
Okay, let me go get my money.
Well, looky! That thing works even better in a chicken. Reckon we won't eat it after all.
Hand over my winnings, then.
Pardon? Your what? Think you misunderstood, mate. Ain't no winnings, 'cause only a goblin can win chicken chase. Says so in the rules.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
So you can only use your illithid power once per long rest. Those are the rules. So I'm gonna try persuasion. We're having fun, why ruin it now? I'm gonna be out 30 gold.
Oh, I'm still having fun, mate. Keep pushing, though. See what happens.
Well, I'm gonna have to let that go, because I am in no position to fight all these goblins right now, so it is what it is. Oh, it's a mystery meat on the old, Oh, this isn't good. What do they got up here? Let's see. So we have grilled pork belly and pork leg and roasted dwarf leg and dwarf belly. Yeah, no thank you. Let me talk to this guy.
Meat ain't ready yet. Dwarves take an age to roast.
But my dark urge is going to answer that it smells delicious. Reminds me of my childhood.
Prefer human meat myself. Juicier. one of his mates was a tasty-looking long pig, but he ain't ready for the spit yet. Lads have got him inside for questioning.
Oh. All right. Was one of his mates a druid?
Nah, druids are all beardy and woodsy, ain't they? This lot were a scabby gang of tomb robbers. Had a big old war bear with them, though. Took 5 of our meanest lashers to chain it up. We'll beat the fight out of it and make it one of our own.
And, I can get you answers. Where is this prisoner?
Enjoy poking holes in people, do ya? He's inside. Keep to the right and follow the screams.
I displeased a couple of my party members, but not too much. Asterion approved, of course.
He captured him, right?
Could have killed him. Easy. But I didn't want him. I figured I'd give him to the drow. Yeah, keep thrust his arm with me bare hands. Weaker than pixies, humans.
Oh, you got him good.
And who are you? A half-elf, thinking you rule the world.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
I don't think so. It's a fact. You're nothing but dirt beneath my feet.
Well, not us. Things are changing. We got the Absolute on our side now. You better learn your place. Go on. Kiss my foot. Or I'll wipe that nasty look right off your pretty face.
Oh shoot, what happened here? Hang on a second. I think I lost my teammate. Oh, I did. Hang on, let me go back. This is the difference between a pre-recorded playthrough and a live playthrough. Now I couldn't figure out why my teammates aren't there, because they have some good dialogue.
But I didn't want him. I figured I'd give him to the drow. Yeah, keep the Absolute happy.
I've got a long road ahead.
Then he turned.
Here they come. All right, we'll start that scene over.
Magic again. Thrust his arm with me bare hands. Weaker than pixies, humans.
Oh, you got him good.
And who are you? A half-elf, thinking you rule the world.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
I don't think so. It's a fact. You're nothing but dirt beneath my feet again.
Well, not us. Things are changing. We got the Absolute on our side now. You better learn your place. Go on. Kiss my foot. Or I'll wipe that nasty look right off your pretty face.
Well, go on. Give him a nibble.
Okay, so since I'm the Dark Urge, one of the things I think about is how would it taste to bite his toe clean off? But I'm fighting the urge, so I'm gonna ignore my lust to eat the foot and get down to lick it.
That's more like it.
And I have a reason for that because I'm a rogue, and I'm gonna try to use sleight of hand to kiss his foot and try to slide the ring off his toe.
As As your lips touch filthy flesh, you catch a whiff of lavender. The pleasant scent gives way to the muddy taste of something you try not to identify. You carefully slide the ring off.
You enjoying that? Disgusting worm. Just remember, you're nothing here.
Well, I've never seen sleight of tongue quite like that before.
Charlatan, anything for a profit. Asterion is
What was
inspired.
I saying? They just had to talk to me. I've got to take a piss.
Listen, you may think it's not worth it, but I've worked overtime on night shifts, so this is nothing compared to that. Nothing. All right, so I do want to go back. I'm going to have some things for Shadowheart. So I'm going to go back to camp and change up my characters a little bit. We are just going to get rid of Will. Sorry, Will. You're going to stay behind now.
Well met.
Okay, I'd like you to
Are you
wait in
sure?
camp.
The blade stands at the ready.
Well, very good. I'll come and find you if I need you.
And just when things were warming up.
Okay, Shart, it's your turn. And I think I'll leave Gale behind as well.
May the darkness protect you.
All right, let's see.
All right, some company wouldn't hurt on the road, especially if there's trouble.
So I'm just gonna go right back where I came from.
Bloody racket.
Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun.
Aye, so much fun.
My condition is worsening again. I need to consume some powerful magic or it may become volatile.
So I happen to have some magical artifacts still. A lot. And you hate to part with them, but let's see. I think I'm gonna get rid of Chimera's locket.
Thank you. It is a strange experience. Each time anew, like a lost soul is spelunking through the darkness that is me, only to be sacrificed on the dread altar of the heart. Somehow the second artifact hasn't had the effect of the first. It's somewhat relieved the discomfort, but I fear my hunger hasn't quite...
Are you all right? Is there anything I can do to help you?
You do plenty for me, more than you realize. But this cannot be remedied. The magic isn't having the effect it should have. It's not like the last time, like a rainstorm that quells a forest fire. It merely drizzles. The embers still sizzle, the fire remains undefeated. I'm not certain what's going on, but nothing good. Please, I need to think. I need to retrace my steps to a glade of calm and think. Thank you for the artifact. A great deal of trouble it was, too. A great deal of trouble indeed.
Okay, moving on.
Oi! Ain't no party in here. We're doing the Absolute's work. State your business. Now.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Okay, well, I definitely don't want to be the first to strike. I could try deception or detect thoughts. I could probe her thoughts, but that's risky. I think I'll try deception. Wish me luck. Oh, man. Oh. Yikes. That didn't work. Oh, phew. Okay. Whew, close one.
Right. Well, you ain't the first foreign type, I suppose. Gonna have to be a bit more specific, though, mate. Absolute's got a few favourites around here. You here to see Priestess Gut, Boss Ragslin, or the Drow?
I've got an audience with the Drow. Okay, with the Drow.
Audience is right. She's an uppity one and no mistake, but she knows her business. She's in telling the war chiefs what's what. Next raid's gonna be a big un, I hear. Bloody rackets.
Seluna. As if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough. Let's do what we have to do, then get out of here. Quite the understatement, but yes. Let's not linger in this place any more than necessary.
We'll pay him a visit in return. That'll be some real fun.
Okay, so there is a lot to do in this goblin camp. A ton to do. And there are multiple perils here. Lots of perils. But the first thing I want to do is go trade with one of the traders here.
That the jingle of coin, I hear? You've timed it well, my friend. Already turned quite the profit today, so I'm feeling generous. You recognize the crest she bears, the winged serpent of the Zentarim.
You're no normal trader, are you? You're part of the Black Network.
Half right, sharp eyes. As then is a normal trader. Just a matter of what's for sale. Weapons and other exotic goods, true enough. But most of all, we offer discretion. No judgment, no right and wrong, just good deals and bad. That a problem for you?
What business do you have in a goblin camp?
You joking? Goblins sell the best prisoners. Cheap, quiet, and eager to be elsewhere. Till this crowd converted and started sending their captives to Moonrise Towers, at least. No complaints, mate. I just sold enough smoke powder to cover the loss 10 times over.
What do the goblins want smoke powder for?
Ask the drow they're all bowing to. That glint in her eye is bad news for someone. Not my concern, so long as I'm paid. Speaking of, something to trade or what?
Sure, let me see your wares. Okay, she has something I want right here. This... Let's see, any other light armor here? That works. I'll take that. Do I have enough? No, not quite. So let's see if I have anything I can sell. I do. I've got plenty of stuff to sell.
Pleasure.
I'm not done. Let me go back
Need
and
something
finish.
else?
So I'm gonna want this, but I also want that armor. Now I won't have enough. Well, it looks like that's it. That's all I'm gonna have right now. I need another potion of speaking to animals as well. So I'll have to be satisfied with the armor I just got. And I'm going to give that to Asterion because he doesn't have any light armor. This is the same clothes he's been wearing. So when you equip your team, the armor they wear, the weapons they have equipped, all that sort of thing makes a difference in how effective they are when they fight, and how much damage they take, and how much damage they deal to your opponents. So it's important to equip them well. Okay, that looks good for now.
All right. What now?
Here's the prisoner they were talking about.
Poor lad. I could give you peace, you know. But no. You gotta keep silent, don't you? Where do they flee to, you stubborn rat?
Please, stop!
Here to see your friend, have ya? Come and join him if you like.
Say we'll take over. His work is sloppy. He'll kill the prisoner too quickly.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
So I could say, nice rack. Or I could say, I'm a professional, let a master show you how it's done. Or I could use deception, go have yourselves a drink, your boss sent me to relieve you. Or performance, I'm taking over, your sloppy handiwork is going to kill the prisoner too quickly. That's what Shadowheart recommended I do, so I'm going to go ahead with that one. Oh. Oh. This isn't going to work. Oh, it worked. I can't believe it. Okay.
What? Think you could do better? Go on then, have at it!
I don't put on shows for amateurs. Leave.
What? You shy or something? Fine. Muck it up, and the drow will have your head. Come on, Crush. There might still be a slurp of ale to be had. I want to watch that weird priest next door. Sounded like he was beating something up. Oh, yeah, beating it good. What?
Please, please. Let me out. There's no reason for this.
I'm looking for a druid named Halsin.
Halsin? I don't know. He changed into a bear, but I lost sight of him. I don't know if he's still alive.
That's
Druids
all
can
I know.
shapeshift.
Please, get me out of here.
Okay, and then I came for the night song. Where's that?
Somewhere underneath the temple. There's a hidden passage.
Brian had instructions, but the goblins got him. They said they'd eat him.
Oh dear.
Please, these shackles. I don't want to die.
Relax. I'm not going to leave you here.
Thank you so much.
Sleight of hand. I'm going to unlock him.
The lock clicks and opens.
Thank you. I better go before they catch us. I should be able to make it to the Grove on my own. They need to know they're in danger.
What did the goblins want with you?
The Grove. To the east. They wanted to know where we came from. They'll kill everyone. Please, I need to warn them.
Now, what does the night song do exactly?
I don't know. The boss didn't say. He just said some wizard called Leroacan would reward us if we found it. That's all.
Leroacan. Okay, I'm gonna let him leave. And we have another task to complete here, and then we're gonna take another rest back in camp.
Everyone howls when they're on fire!
Greetings, child. I've met few aside from goblins here.
You recognize the Scourge. This man is a follower of Leviatar, goddess of pain.
Ah. Are you also here to assist with the prisoner?
You mean the one they are torturing?
Please. The things they do to that man? So crude and primitive. I was invited to teach them. I live for pain and its intricacies, you see. But, alas. Pain without purpose is a terrible thing. Wouldn't you agree?
It's appalling.
Exactly. Pain is an intimate thing. It should be delivered with a loving and measured hand. But trying to discuss such subtleties with these creatures is simply... Forgive me, but that look in your eyes, something terrible has happened to you.
Clever man, how did you know?
Because I see those same eyes when I look in the mirror, dear one. We've all suffered in these dark times. It is little wonder you bear scars of pain and anguish. Please, let me alleviate this pain.
And how would you do that?
As the Maiden of Pain, the goddess Leviatar teaches us, through penance, administered by my skilled hand. My work can grant peace and serenity, the likes of which few experience. It will be worth it. I promise.
Your hide, your choice. Not quite my cup of tea, though.
This man is of common stock. Only the poorest of men need settle for the spectacle of their own gore.
So, in spite of your better instincts, you want to say yes to this because you get the blessing of Leviatar, which allows you to survive taking damage later on in the game. So I'm going to say, all right, why not?
Oh, I have something exquisite in mind. Both Leviatar and I are interested in how you handle pain, dear one. And should you delight her, you will most assuredly receive her most gracious blessing.
It's a really good passive
Simply
to get in the
face
game.
wall, and we can begin.
Next to the piggy if you're lying.
Yes, this will do nicely. The pain you suffer will cleanse you. Do not fight it.
Okay, let me perform. I'm going to yelp loudly and dramatically beg for mercy.
Your voice sounds so sweet, dear one. Keep going.
Would you have joined up with her if you'd known she'd be indulging in this sort of thing, Astarion?
I mean, I had my hopes.
Oh,
Pain is proof that we live. Revel in it.
I'm going to perform again. No! Give me one more try. Oh, good.
That's it, dear one! Let Leviathan hear you!
Oh my gosh.
My. Who knew our friend had so much blood in them?
Try not to lick your lips as you say that.
Oh, that had to hurt.
You are doing so well! Do not give in now!
One more performance check. And I passed that without problem.
Yes, you can, child. Take the pain and offer it up to Loviatar. Offer it all.
Aye.
Sweet child, you bore the pain like a true believer. I am proud to have served you this penance.
Thank you.
Oh, as did I, dear one. Loviatar herself found your performance inspiring. She has deemed you worthy of her blessing.
Worth it. Worth it for the blessing. Look at this.
And on a personal note, thank you.
What
that
a weirdo.
Was positively divine.
Acolyte, a kiss without mercy. Shadowheart is inspired. Okay, so as you can see, I've taken quite the beating, and one of the ways you heal is by going back to camp and resting. So we are going to do that. Hang on.
Get in there. We might learn something.
And I think there's a major cutscene back at the camp right now. Let's see. I should have enough to camp, enough to rest with, so let's go ahead and sit here real quick. And does anybody in camp want to speak to me? Oh, yeah, this is a big cutscene.
The air is heavy. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers. Your finger traces the arc of your lips. Wetness, sweat, blood, and saliva mixed into one viscous liquid.
Chukil Gate Vlakith Mazathok. Can you feel it crawling through you? Tendrils squirming in your chest, gripping your heart, piercing your belly. Your bones popping, your flesh swelling. I can. I see it in you. I feel it in me. We are lost. I will be quick with my blade. First you, then the others.
You have the dark urge, Laura?
Myself.
Yeah, I totally
Your
can
minds
see that.
intertwine. You sense a touch of uncertainty, a touch of disgust.
Okay, so Lae'zel thinks we're turning into mind flayers, and she may be right, and I'm just gonna tell her, hey, we're just tired. Lower the blade before you do something foolish. I think we both got a little bit of that, Laura.
I cannot trust my own mind. So it seems I must trust yours. I will wait. But know this. I am watching. If the sickness does not pass come dawn,
I will end us all.
I came just in time. You are transforming.
I know your voice. I've heard it before.
Yes, you have. I saved you before. I'm here to save you again. Don't worry. You will not become a mind flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you.
I could imagine hacking the grabby paw off, or I can take the hand offered to me, and I'll do that, because, I mean, look at him. How could you say no?
We haven't much time, so listen closely. There is great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. Your instinct is to resist the power it gives, but you must accept it. Nurture it. I will keep it from consuming you. But for the sake of both of us, you must learn to wield it. Fight for the fate of Faerun. A fight we are losing. For now. You can change that. But only if you embrace your potential. I have to go. The enemy is closing in. I will be back. You'll feel better. I promise.
So journal updated, embrace your potential. So what is he talking about? Well, we keep finding these parasites. And they are the same as the parasites we have in our brain, but that guy who, with that voice, keeps telling us to consume these, to use them, to get power from them. But needless to say, if you already have one unwelcome passenger in your cabeza, you might be saying, hey, one is more than enough. I'm trying to get rid of what I have. So, you know, some people are not too keen on doing that, such as Lae'zel. So we're going to talk to Lae'zel first and see what she has to say about it. I don't know if you can see, Lae'zel has these corpses next to her place. That is because that's what a mind flayer is. And that's what we're going to turn into if we don't get a cure. So she's not too keen on the tadpoles, naturally.
Glick. I had a dream. As we all did, I suspect. Someone came to me and promised to protect me, while claiming that the parasite could empower me. The parasite has taken root, it would seem. Every word, every promise, it is Geik deception.
It's Geik deception. Geiks are mind flayers in Githyanki language. So it's very easy to alienate Lae'zel, and later on I have to pass a really high persuasion check with her, which means my Approval rating with her has to be pretty decent, or I'm going to make her so mad she'll leave my party, or maybe even try to kill me. So I'm going to say what she wants to hear. So let's do that.
A wise choice. These parasites are a threat to be destroyed, not an opportunity to be exploited.
Okay, so I'm going to leave that be for now. Let me talk to Karlach and see what she has to say about it.
I had a wild dream last night. This beautiful entity came to me, promised to protect me, told me the parasite in our heads could give us power.
I had a similar dream, a side effect of the tadpole, maybe?
Sounds like it. What did you make of it?
If there's some kind of power to be unlocked from our affliction, I'm willing to try it.
Seems risky, if you ask me. Couldn't help getting stuck with the tadpole, but taking favors from it? Spooky.
True story. So I'm just gonna leave her here. That's her opinion. Let's see what Gil the Wizard has to say about it.
My apologies. Huh. Not quite myself just yet. I had the strangest dream last night. A visitor came to me. A vision of unparalleled beauty and power. She told me she was watching over me, protecting me, and that our tadpoles could prove beneficial if we embrace what powers they have to offer. An uncanny apparition. Not entirely sure what to make of it.
I had the same dream, a similar visitor with a similar message.
Very curious. In all my readings on the effects of illithid parasites, I've never come across any accounts of correlating dreams between infected parties. Another unique quality of our predicament, perhaps. Are you inclined to take these visitors at their word?
You know what? I am. Something is delaying our transformation. Why not this dream visitor of ours?
If so, we have far more to learn about the powers at play here. Our ignorance as to the exact nature and intent of our saviors is hardly cause for celebration. I hope your confidence proves well-founded. God knows we could use all the help we can get.
Okay. All right. Should I flirt with him now? I will. So what did you think about what I pictured when we were connected by the weave? I'm so stirring the pot, Molly.
Surprised, but pleasantly so. Just like I said, amid the madness that has befallen us, it seems almost out of place to think of a romantic walk. What? And yet, now more than ever, it's important to recall what makes us human. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do.
A stolen glance, that sudden heartbeat. Sometimes the little things are worth more than kingdoms. They promise things to come.
I never realized it was so easy to cast magic.
I assure you it's not. Don't get me wrong, you did well. The somatic component, the verbal component, even the focus on the inner self that invites Mystra in. But I was still your conduit. To perform such a feat alone requires much and arduous study. Yet it is life's most worthy pursuit in my impartial, if not humble opinion.
Okay, well, I'm going to need you to remain in camp for a while, because I'm going to say some things you won't like in a few minutes.
I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it.
Okay, well, maybe we'll travel together again later.
I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
Let's see what Asterion has to say.
I had the strangest dream last night. There was a visitor promising me protection and all sorts of delicious powers from the parasites in our heads. Given our shared affliction, I suppose you had a similar dream.
I did.
Excellent. Now we can see what these tadpoles can do for us.
We should probably take every advantage we can get and explore these powers and see where they take us.
Exactly. Waste not, want not. Even when it comes to mind flayer parasites. Now, was there anything else?
Tell me about your history.
Why do you insist on exhuming the past? I was a slave. A vampire spawn. Kept by the Tsar family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again.
How does someone become a vampire exactly?
It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. Their obedient puppet. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, you're free. And a true vampire.
In theory?
People think the biggest threat to a vampire is a cleric with a stake. It's not. The biggest threat to a vampire is another vampire. They're scheming, paranoid, power-hungry beasts. So why would any vampire give up control over a spawn to create a competitor? Trust me, it doesn't happen.
So about you biting me.
I've already apologized. What more do you want? Unless you're looking for another nibble.
Maybe later.
Maybe. But there won't be any more midnight surprises. I can promise you that.
You can feed on me tonight if you'd like.
My sweet, there is nothing I'd like more. I'll come to you tonight, when you're snugly wrapped in your bedroll, and we can have a little privacy. And this time, I'll make sure I'm quiet. We don't want to disturb your rest. Later on, when we are at rest, I will eat you right up. Just enough to give me strength, and just enough to leave you wishing for more.
On that note,
I had a dream last night. A vivid one. And so did you, judging from the way my tadpole is tingling. Someone came to me and promised to protect me while claiming that the parasite could empower me. Tempting as these powers sound, we should recognize this dream for what it is, the tadpole's little trick. No good ever came from trusting honey-tongued strangers conjured up by elithid worms.
I think we should hear out this dream figure. Maybe these powers could be useful.
I wouldn't advise it. Play with fire, and you get burned. That's always the way of it.
Will should know, considering what Mizora just did to him. Poor Will.
Did you have any strange dreams of late? Vivid ones?
It happened to you as well?
Damn. I was hoping my imagination had gotten the better of me. But this must be something more. This dream companion wanted me to use the tadpole, use its power. Whoever it was claimed to be an ally, but I don't know. It seems like we can't escape this mess, in the waking world or otherwise.
Something strange happened. That artifact you carry, it seemed to just come to me.
I know. I felt it.
You felt it what? Fly away from you?
Yes. No. I don't know. The artifact seems to have powers, and a will of its own. protects us. I don't know how or why, but I'm glad. I felt it go from me to you. You need its help, just as it needs us. Still just a box, after all.
I suppose you'll want it back.
Might not be possible. It's stubborn that way, prone to lashing out. Keep it for now. We can all help to protect it.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to rescue Volo. So, I am gonna go back and rescue Volo really quick, and then we'll be done with the stream for the day.
I think you would enjoy... Yes, this is...
Okay, so Volo, the poor bard, is over here.
Tempers are rising. It's clear not everything you find is at your disposal.
Don't go bothering my pigeon. He's mine.
So I see. Do you have plans for this pigeon?
Keep him safe. Listen to him coo. Till I gets hungry or some such. What's it to ya?
I hate to see such a lovely creature in a cage.
Hey, he don't mind. Keeps him safe from me mates. Raids make 'em rabid. Then catch one on your own.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
I am just going to use deception and just say he looks weak, sick. He won't last long in there. Try again. 2.
Take him for a joke, why don't ya? And don't let the lads snatch him up. No, tell him what they'll do to him. Bring him back when he's all tuckered out. Here's the key. Pigeon's all yours.
Look at this. I'm quite saved. A joy to see a familiar face in such a precarious setting. I guarantee the story of your daring rescue of my person will live on for eons.
You know what else lives on for eons? Gold. You owe me.
Oh, what's a bit of metal between allies, I'll do one better. Tell me where we can meet each other once we've slipped the goblin yoke. And I'll offer much more than gold. Knowledge, my friend, is priceless.
Slip the yoke. How do you intend to do that exactly?
An invisibility potion, my friend. A bit less refined than your mendacious methods, but by God, it'll do the trick.
A fine mess you landed yourself in. How did you get caught?
Why, by design, my friend. How better to learn the ways of a people than to live among them? I dare say the experiment has proven most fruitful, too. I'll be happy to share my findings once we've found somewhere safe to parley.
Okay, well, you can go to my camp, and we'll talk there once we're both safe.
Smashing! Soon, my friend. Soon we can share a flagon of something liquid and a tale of daring do. I'll slip away when the coast is clear. See you soon, my friend. I simply can't wait to pick your brain!
Ah! Oh. Oh, why did I only come with 3 party members? That's really weird. Well, that's okay. So I am going to go back to camp and I'm going to save. That is it for today. If you're interested in seeing more, I will be streaming again on Saturday night. We will start by talking to Volo and then I'll add another party member. Thank you for joining my stream today, and we'll see you next time here at Your Mom Games.